I'm back in the New York groove. I'm back in the New York groove. Hey. Y'all see my stuff? Look, y'all see my rays and sunshine? Y'all sees it? I did all for you, baby. All for you. Go ahead, do your introduction.
Okay. Okay. Once again, it is Miss Sunshine and Mr. Miserable back at it again. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. What do you want to talk about today, Miss Sunshine?
I want to talk about me.
Okay.
Because I've been missing in action. You know what I mean? You have to take care of life. You know. Move. Oh, yeah, I'll talk about that on another time. But, but I'm back. I'm back and I'm good. You know, studying, classes, you know, just
Life
being, just life be
life,
lifing, man. Life be
man.
lifing, man. You see my homeboy back there? I had to bring one of my peeps in, because, you know, back up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's so much going on in the world right now. It's just funny. Like, I don't even really know what to specifically talk about. Like I saw just just a lot. It's just a lot.
It is. I want to first talk about the bridge in Baltimore. You know, condolences to everybody who lost their lives. It was that video. I think it just struck all our heartstrings, and it's a terrible sight to see. And then you see other videos of other bridges and things like that. It's terrifying.
I mean, but to be honest, in 2024, do anything really surprise you now?
I mean, but when lives are lost.
No, I'm not even saying that.
Know,
I'm just saying, like, well, you were the one who told me about that whole Russian gunman situation that happened where like 100-something people got killed.
Yeah.
It's just like 2024 is just like no short of surprises right now.
But see, this is why Sunshine is here, because, you know, even though it's common with like people losing their lives in so many different ways, you don't want to become desensitized.
Yeah.
You know, because every life is precious.
And I think that's the fucked up thing for me, because I think, honestly, like, in a way, I think I've kind of become desensitized to death. Yeah. And, like, it's almost like that South Park episode where they did the episode where I think it was either Stan or Kyle, he came home from school, and it was, like, a school shooting. And, like, the father was more mad that Kyle got, like, a C on the math project than the school shooting. It's almost really becoming like that, and especially in America, because like in America, we're so used to death now that it's like almost a common thing. I'd say.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because I'm a big music fan, and Marilyn Manson on one of his records, like one of the songs, he goes, "The death of one is a tragedy."
Yeah.
But in today's world, it doesn't even feel like that now. Like, it really doesn't even feel like that now. It's like, and it's kind of unfortunate, but it's the life and times we live in.
We definitely sending out condolences, you know, to all that was lost. And then you got to think of the jobs that was lost. And people are talking about taxes are going to go up in Maryland. And it's just, it can become depressing. You know, so that's why Sunshine is here, to just let you know that you are all valuable, and I love you all, and I hope that I shine down on y'all and touch you. Whatever.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, the world is so weird. Like, I honestly saw this morning how the drug cartels in Mexico took a ceasefire to honor the death of a curatorial army.
That's right.
I knew, like, I always knew the impact I've always heard of the impact Dragon Ball Z has had on, like, Mexico and Latin culture. Like, it's really, like, really big, but I didn't know it was that big, where, like, literally, like, the Mexican drug lords was like, yeah, we got to take a ceasefire to honor the death. Like, and nobody would even think of something like that, like the impact that kind of, like, stuff like that have on people. Sometimes.
You'd be shocked to the things that, like I said earlier, touches people's heartstrings. And Dragon Ball Z was definitely one of those ones. Like, it's almost generational. Like I know older people who can tell you stories about Dragon Ball Z. Like my sons can tell you stuff about Dragon Ball Z. Like it has touched so many people across the world, different races, everything, you know. And
But yet, they refuse to call it one of the big three.
well, we could call it one of the big three.
I mean, it's just debatable in the anime world, you know.
Oh God, and we ain't getting into
We,
those
we're not,
debates,
we're not
no
getting into that.
anime
We're not going to get in that
I'm
today.
not for it.
The only reason I bring that up because some people want to take Bleach out of the big three. But the Bleach is about to have a
But
new
what
big
about
arc
okay?
about to start.
And I'm only gonna ask this question, just this one question, because you talk about the big three, and Dragon Ball Z is not in it, and that's maybe it's because Dragon Ball Z is a world of its own.
Well,
Like it holds up to its own standard.
not even that. I think what the issue was when Dragon Ball Z came out, it kind of stood on its own.
Yeah.
But the big three are like the animated kind of made it cool for everybody to watch. Because
Okay.
if you gotta really think about how hit that stop for me. If you really gotta think about Dragon Ball Z, at the time Dragon Ball, even the original Dragon Ball came out, like I've been watching anime ever since I was a little kid. And like I said, I turned like 50 this year. But when anime was big, when I was coming out, motherfuckers was in the hentai. I never got into hentai, but it was like anime was more known for hentai.
The porn?
Yeah. Think about it. Yeah, think about it. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like, anime was more known for hentai in like the early 80s, like in the 80s and like early 90s. Like, Dragon Ball was kind of obscure. And even the original Dragon Ball, like by today's standards, the original Dragon Ball when Goku was a little kid probably would have been canceled as fuck. Like it just had a lot of inappropriate little humor. Like and a lot of people chalk it up to the fact, you know, Goku being the alien, Goku being a little kid, but still had a lot of inappropriate jokes in it. So around the time when they called the Big Three drop, it was kind of like around the end. Dragon Ball Z was ending. They needed new shows to come in the Shonen era, and that's when Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece kind of popped off and came in. And they looked at it as the three that kind of made it acceptable for everybody to watch anime. Kind of like that thing, like the video game world. When I was growing up, I've even joked this, like playing Sega Genesis, the first Sony PlayStation, it was kind of looked at as a geek thing. Like, it wasn't as accepted as it is now. Like, now you see somebody saying, oh, I'm into video games, or I'm into this, or I'm into that. It was kind of frowned upon back then. Like, he was really looked at as being a geek. But now it's like, you hear somebody say, oh, they play video games. It's like, oh, cool. Like, that's a cool thing now.
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes I wonder if, like, Big Bang Theory had kind of, like, an influence on it of, like, bringing stuff out that was considered geekdom into popular society. Because when I was younger, it really wasn't popular.
But I think what it is that, it probably wasn't popular because people probably didn't say it, but it was brewing. Because there's nothing wrong with being interested in anything, know, as long as you're not hurting anyone.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so off of the geek stuff, because, he could go forever. Let's talk about movies. Yeah, daddy, yo. Because this summer is not that bad. This summer got some bangers coming out. Godzilla, King Kong, it probably be even though it wasn't even, I've seen it already, and it's not even summertime, and I can say that was one of the best summer movies out there. It was good. It's good.
Summer movies is going to be packed this year. I just hope the movies are good.
I'm here for it.
Next week, I'm hoping to see the first Omen. Like Omen. Like when you say like some of the greatest horror franchises of all time, Omen is in probably my top 2 or 3.
The only issue I had with the first Omen or any of the horror movies is like when they do stuff to nuns. Nuns are it's sacred. That's sacred. They're not supposed to, even though they're not exempt, the sacred. And I don't be understanding, like, why y'all
But in the original Omen, they didn't do anything to
I'm
nuns.
talking about the one that's coming that you're talking about.
The prequel? See, we haven't seen the prequel yet, so we really can't go too far into it.
So I'm trying not to go into it biased.
Yeah.
You know, but that's truly how I feel. I really don't like seeing anything done to nuns. But, in the world we live in, anybody can get it.
But it's crazy because, like, a lot of these prequels that's coming out, they got to catch up. They got to keep up with, like, because you just mentioned nuns. Well, the last nun was fucking good.
Yeah, that was.
So
it was. That was.
But
both of them was
but
good.
I put the Omen in, like I honestly asked the question if the Omen franchise may have actually been better than the Exorcist franchise. And I say that from the standpoint of Omen 1 and 2, I give A and A+.
Okay.
Omen 3, I give a C. Exorcist 1 gets an A+.
Right, but no one likes 2, except me.
Exorcist 3 gets a B, and Exorcist 2 gets a C. And I give it a C for Exorcist 2 because after I watched it and taken some of the psychology classes I've taken, I kind of understood it a little bit better in where it was trying to go. But the execution was bad. But I felt like if they did it from a more therapeutic stance and her seeing the psychiatrist and stuff like that, I felt like it could have been a lot better movie. That being said, I actually put the Omen franchise up there with the Exorcist franchise as my all-time favorites in terms of horror. And then, I actually throw the Conjuring universe probably in my 3. So that's probably 1, 2, 3. Because I'm real big on, like, the possession movies and stuff like that. So the Conjuring franchise, Exorcist franchise, the Omen franchise are probably my top 3. I love seeing people get killed. So, we got Jason behind me. I love the slashers, but after a while, like, I laugh at slashers movies. Like, remember when we went to see the Halloween, the Rob Zombie one, and when Michael Myers broke his knife into that.
You could hear the knife touching the ground.
Like, people looked at me like I was crazy because I started laughing. Like, seeing that, it's like, that's how I feel about the slasher movie franchise now. It's like, I kind of laugh at them now when I see how they, like, just come up with crazy ways to get people killed now. But we also got, the Deadpool coming out this year. That's going to be a big one.
Come on.
Don't sleep. And I know how y'all people get when it comes to foreign movies. Don't sleep on Monkey Man.
Come on, it looks good. Oh my goodness, everything about that look good.
But I know how people get when they're like, especially when it comes to like.
I don't think that's going to happen. Like you say, it's 2024, and people are openly saying that they like. I truly believe Monkey Man is going to do good. It's going to do good. I do. I hope it do good.
Yeah, but
I'm seeing it.
Yeah. So because we got Monkey Man coming out this week. And I'm hoping to try this because I'm off next Thursday, so I'm hoping we're going to go see it next Thursday. Probably give y'all a review on it after we see it. In fact, I'm trying to see first Omen and Monkey Man. But like, it's going to be a lot of big time movies coming out there. She got the new, the new Bad Boys coming out this year. Just saw a trailer for that. Like I said, I'm hoping that Marvel actually slowed down a little bit on bringing stuff out. Especially with, you got the fucking chaotic fuck up of that Madam Web. I have no idea what made anybody think about doing that shit. Even though that's not a Marvel movie, it's Sony, but it's still attached to Marvel. So it's like, but I know it's gonna be a lot of backlash because they just announced that the Silver Surfer is going to be a female. There's going to be some backlash with that, Okay. I'm just saying, it's going to be some backlash.
But you know what? We're going to actually end that on that note because I really want to keep these videos short, sweet, and brief. We're just going to keep hitting you with multiples. We're just not going to drag out and be bored and bore you because that's not what we hear.
But we will finish on this, though. The Devil's Comet is coming through in April.
In April? It's the eclipse.
No, the Devil's Comet is not really attached to the eclipse.
Oh, okay.
The Devil's Comet is
the eclipse is on the 8th.
Yes, I think so. So yeah, so we got the eclipse this month, and we got the Devil's Comet coming.
I
So
keep
just
saying that
think.
it's tomorrow, and tomorrow's the 6th.
So just think.
So, yeah.
Just think. There's gonna be some other crazy shit going on. Because remember, back in biblical days, whenever they saw something wrong with the moon, they thought it was God being mad at them. Now you got a comet about to come through, and the fucking eclipse coming
Shake some
up.
shit out.
It's gonna be some crazy shit that's about to be going on over the next
Oh,
couple
and
of
if
days.
y'all think that I'm lacking, I want to show y'all something. Cause ain't no lacking.
And while she's doing that, I also want to say rest in peace to Loius Gossett Jr., who passed away the other day. You know, he's one of the first blacks to get a best supporting supporting actor role in Oscar. I think it was for A Few Good Gentlemen.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, rest in peace. Send a rest in peace out to Loius Gossett Jr. But once again, we're out of here. Like we always say, be nice, be kind. And you know what? I'm gonna throw something else in there. Just be a decent, good human being.
Yeah,
So not
just
only
be
to
a good person.
not only to yourself, but to other people. That's not hard. Like that is not hard. Just try to do right by others. Until next time, Mr. Miserable and Miss Sunshine signing out. And have a great day.